Right now, AI is quietly replacing 5 jobs you thought were safe. Not in 5 years, not next year, right now in 2026. And the companies doing it are not even announcing it. In this video, I am going to show you exactly which jobs are being automated, how fast it is happening, and most importantly, what you can do about it today. This is not fear-mongering. This is reality. And the people who understand these shifts will be the ones who thrive. Let me show you the data. Job number 1. Customer service representatives. This is the most visible AI job replacement happening right now. Companies like Klarna, Shopify, and Instacart have already deployed AI agents that handle millions of customer interactions without human involvement. Klarna alone replaced 700 full-time customer service agents with a single AI system that handles 2.3 million conversations per year. That is not a pilot program. That is production. The AI handles refunds, order tracking, payment issues, and product questions. It works 24/7, never gets frustrated, and resolves issues in under 2 minutes on average. The writing is on the wall. If your job is primarily answering routine questions on a phone or chat, you need to start building skills that AI cannot replicate. Empathy, complex problem solving, and relationship building are your survival tools. Job number 2, data entry and administrative clerks. This one hits close to home for millions of office workers. AI-powered document processing tools from companies like UiPath, Automation Anywhere, and Microsoft are now extracting, classifying, and entering data faster and more accurately than humans. A task that took a data entry clerk 30 minutes now takes an AI 3 seconds with 99.5. Banks, insurance companies, and healthcare providers are deploying these systems aggressively. JPM Morgan Chase replaced thousands of hours of legal document review with an AI system that does the work in seconds. The pattern is clear. If your job is moving data from one place to another, filling out forms, or processing routine documents, automation is coming for it. Your path forward is to become the person who designs, manages, or improves these automated systems rather than the person doing the manual work. Job number 3, translators and localization specialists. This one surprises a lot of people because translation was considered a deeply human skill. But deep, Google Translate and AI-powered tools have reached near human quality for most language pairs. Corporate clients are switching fast. Companies that used to pay 50 cents per word for human translation are now getting acceptable quality at a fraction of the cost using AI, with human translators only reviewing and polishing the output. This shift has already cut freelance translation volume by 40 to 60% for standard business content, literary translation, highly creative localization, and culturally nuanced content still need humans. But for the vast majority of commercial translation work, AI is now the default choice. If you are a translator, your future is in post-editing, cultural consulting, and specializing in content that AI cannot handle. Job number 4, junior software developers. This is the most controversial one, but the data is real. AI coding assistants like GitHub Copilot, Cursor, and Claude are now generating production quality code for routine tasks, bug fixes, unit tests, boilerplate code, and simple features that used to require a junior developer can now be done by a senior developer with AI assistance. In a fraction of the time, several major tech companies have quietly reduced junior developer hiring by 30 to 50% in 2026. They are not laying off existing staff, but they are not replacing departures either. The math is simple. If one senior developer with AI can do the work of two junior developers, you need fewer juniors. If you are early in your coding career, do not panic, but do adapt. Focus on system design, architecture, and problem-solving skills that AI cannot replicate. Be the developer who directs AI, not the one who competes with it. Job number 5, content writers and copywriters. The content writing industry has been turned upside down. SEO articles, product descriptions, email campaigns, social media posts, and blog content are now being generated by AI at a fraction of the cost and time. Marketing agencies that employed 10 writers now employ 2 editors who manage AI-generated content. Freelance platforms have seen content writing rates drop by 50 to 70% since 2024. The quality of AI-generated content has improved dramatically, and most readers cannot tell the difference for standard commercial content. What still requires humans is original reporting, deeply technical writing, content that requires personal experience or unique access, and creative storytelling. If you are a writer, your survival strategy is to move toward content that requires a human voice, lived experience, or expertise that cannot be synthesized from training data. Let me show you the numbers that make this real. According to the World Economic Forum, AI will displace 85 million jobs by the end of 2026. That is not a prediction. That is a current trajectory based on actual corporate adoption rates. But here is the nuance that most people miss. AI is also creating 97 million new roles. The net effect is positive, 12 million more jobs than before. But the displaced jobs and the new jobs are not the same jobs going to the same people. A displaced data entry clerk does not automatically become an AI trainer. That gap is the real crisis. The transition period is where people get hurt. The average time to reskill for an AI every job is 6 to 12 months. Companies and governments are not investing enough in retraining programs. So the people who take action now, who start building new skills before their job is automated, will be fine. The people who wait until after will face a much harder road. Here is what nobody is telling you about AI job displacement. The jobs being replaced are not just low-skill jobs anymore. AI is now moving into middle-skill and even high-skill territory. Financial analysts, legal researchers, management consultants, and even some medical diagnostic roles are seeing AI encroachment. The safe jobs are not what you think. The safest careers going forward share 3 characteristics. First, they require complex physical interaction with the real world. Plumbers, electricians, and nurses are safe because robotics lags far behind software, AI. Second, they require deep human relationships and trust therapy. Coaching, sales, and leadership roles depend on human connection that AI cannot replicate. Third, they involve creating something genuinely new. True innovation, original research, and artistic vision remain human strengths. If your career does not have at least one of these three characteristics, you should be actively diversifying your skills right now. Here is your action plan. I am not just giving you bad news. I am giving you a roadmap. Step 1. Audit your current role. List every task you do in a week and honestly, assess which ones AI could do today. Those are your vulnerable tasks. Step 2. Identify your irreplaceable skills. What do you do that requires human judgment, creativity, or relationships? Those are your moat. Step 3. Start building adjacent skills immediately. If you are a writer, learn to direct AI and edit its output. If you are a developer, learn system design and architecture. If you are in customer service, learn complex problem resolution and relationship management. Step 4. Embrace AI as a tool, not a threat. The people who thrive in the AI era are not the ones who ignore it or fear it. They are the ones who use it to multiply their own capabilities. The best career strategy in 2026 is not to compete with AI. It is to become the person who leverages AI better than anyone else in your field. The real truth about AI and jobs is this. It is not about whether AI will affect your career. It is about whether you will adapt before or after the disruption hits you personally. The 5 jobs I described today are not theoretical. They're being automated right now, with real people losing real jobs. But for every person who loses a job to AI, there is an opportunity for someone who learned to work with AI. The future belongs to people who combine human skills with AI capabilities. That is not a cliche. That is the most practical career advice you will get this year. Start today. Audit your skills. Learn one AI tool deeply. Build the career that AI cannot replace. If this video helped you, subscribe to Patapo AI and tell me in the comments which job surprised you the most. I read every single one.